Okay, today we're looking at the Redragon TerraFlare Pro keyboard. Now, I love me some keyboards. I have a whole collection of them. Redragon in particular, more of a budget brand, but that's fine because they still make great stuff. A little bit gadgety, but let's get into the TerraFlare Pro unboxing. So, what do we have here? I think we have a nice box, nice picture. You got all the stats on the back. Very impressive. Oh, you got a seal over here. Okay, let's pop the seal. All right. I blew a seal on my truck, but that's another story. Okay, get rid of the box. Okay, so we got, oh, very nice. This is the blue and white version, even though it looks, I mean, I would swear that was black or gray, but it is the blue and white version. They come in a couple of different colors. So what do we got here? We got the keyboard. Very nice. Looks like you got a little film on this little screen over here. We're going to go through all the accessories and parts of it. So what do we got here? We got a USB C to A cable. I'm gonna, oh, what a nice, oh, that's impressive little Velcro. Oh, no, it wasn't impressive because it ripped. It was just Velcro strap. Maybe it still is impressive. I don't know. I don't think so, though. So let's see. I'm going to hook this up to a computer I have over here so we can see. Looks like the port's right in the back, but I'll go over the ports again. I just want to get the full effect for you. So, oh yeah, lights up, nice. So what else we got in here? We got the keyboard. We have the instruction manual. Looks like we have some type of, oh, a bunch of stickers. Always love the stickers. Key removal tool, right? And then it looks like we have, oh, 8 spare, is it 8? Yeah, 8 spare switches. That's actually impressive. Not a lot of brands give you spare switches, so I kind of like that. Yeah, that's a nice bonus. So I have, like I said, I have the white and blue here. It looks blackish gray, but I love this. I think this is a very stylish color. I love the contrast. What else? It also comes in white and purple and white and pink. So yeah, if you want to get a little crazy, you can go out there. So full size keyboard, 104 keys, 17.46 inches by 5.22 inches by 1.51 inches are the dimensions, right? 2.98 pounds, so it's got some heft to it. Yeah, it's not like hollow, rattling plastic, so I like that. It feels solid. Oh, there's a little flex in the chassis, which, it's a gasket mount, so yeah, you're gonna get that, but yeah. Yeah, look at that. You're not gonna kill anybody with that. I mean, you got real hard. So up here in the upper right, with this little film. I love removing films. How do you remove this film? Can you remove this film? Remove film. That's not film. That left a little thing on it. Maybe there's a film on here. Oh yeah, there is a film. Oh, I'm messing it up. Oh, it's not a... That wasn't a clean film removal. I botched the film removal. Stuck on the thing. Oh, that's gonna make me nuts. I gotta pull this thing off. No, it doesn't come off. All right, I'll clean that up later. But that was a botched film removal. So film removal, you got this little screen up here, which is really impressive. 1.41 inch TFT LCD screen. You know, a little gimmicky. You turn the volume, you get the volume information, right? You can go through. You could change the effects of the keyboard from here, which is convenient, right? You don't have to, use an app, even though they have a great app. You could change the speed of the lights, the language. You could set the time format, right, for the clock here. What I love about this is you could also have a GIF loaded here. And yes, GIF is the right way to say it. So if you want to, come at me if you say GIF. You can have a GIF here, which is so cool. Where was it? I think I loaded my favorite Samuel Jackson GIF. So you could have different GIFs running there, which is actually, it's gimmicky, but it's fun. I like it. I enjoy it, right? So, all right. So you got standard, RGB lighting effects, right? this is what bugs me about this. You have this little bar here, which is nice, right? It changes. I would love if this was configurable, right? It's configurable only in the sense that it changes with the rest of the keyboard, you know, for whatever colored pattern you pick, but it's not configurable on its own. I wish that showed something like the battery level or whatever, some type of nonsense. It would be cool. So yeah, do you need to put GIFs in there? No, but I love it. So you got the knob here, turns, press, right? You know, for selecting. Cool, I like it. Little clicky. Let's see. So you got, you know, on this side here, you got a nice Redragon logo. On the back here, you have your USB-C, right? You have a switch to switch between 2.4 gigahertz with the dongle, which is included here, which my fat fingers can't get out, but it's there. And then you have Bluetooth. So you could do off wired, right? 2.4 gigahertz with the dongle, Bluetooth, and then you have this Windows or Mac selection, right? Standard kind of keyboard feet. You got two levels of keyboard feet. Nice. You got all the information here. Other side is kind of plain. It's a pretty standard fare for the cable and whatever. This thing keeps sneaking into the frame. It's bothering me. It's bothering me. I'm going to push it back there. All right. All right. So now let's, you know, connectivity. Yeah, I haven't had a problem with Bluetooth or the dongle. I prefer Bluetooth, but I know gamers go with the dongle. You know, it's got good battery life, right? So it's a 4,000 milliamps battery, but obviously if you're running the full RGB, that's going to suck out the power. Same thing. Bluetooth pairing, very easy. That was pretty straightforward. Dongle was instant, so that was great. Wired works exactly how you'd expect. So the keys, the switches. Redragon's custom mint Mambo linears, right? Pre-lubed from the factory, just like me. And I like them. They're nice. They're not like, you know, high-end. Oh, I'm making my laptop go crazy by doing that. I should probably disconnect it while I'm doing that. Stuck in there. Oh, well, that got stuck in there, so be careful with that. So, yeah. All right. I like it, right? It's nice. It's not gummy. I like the feel, right? Hot swap sockets support both 3-pin and 5-pin switches. So if you want to drop something else, hey, go crazy. You're not locked into their scenario, whatever you want to call it. So sound profile. So, you know, this is the Pro. So I think they're trying to get a little bit better than their lower line keyboards, right? It's nice. It's not, listen, it's not my favorite. Oh, my baby. Oh, listen to that. Listen to that. Voice of the gods. I love this Keychron. I love my Keychrons. So yeah, it's not a Keychron, right? But you're not paying Keychron prices here, right? This is $76.99. You're getting a lot of keyboard for $76.99. You know, I think, right? So I like this, right? There's a thock to it, but not deep thock, right? Like, you know, say you lost your lucrative tech job and you had to take in a small Armenian family to live with you to pay your mortgage, right? So late at night when you're writing ex-girlfriends from high school, you know, like, hey, Kristen, I drove by your childhood home again. You still don't live there. I threw a rock at the window of where your bedroom was and got chased off by the current family's flock of chihuahuas. So, I mean, you can type these things late at night when the Armenian family's sleeping. You're not going to wake them up, right? So you could use this like that. You could use this in an office setting, which I have done, and not feel like you're annoying everybody, right? Again, not as subtle as the Keychron, but also it doesn't have the high snap sound of the Keychron, right? So I like it. I mean, I like it. Again, you're getting what you pay for. $76.99. That's a great deal for this keyboard, right? And for the quality of these switches, right? You know, the gasket mount and the dampening combination, it works. It works at this price, right? The screen, you know, that's a matter of taste, right? Let me plug it back in here. You know, it's a matter of taste. It's cool. Oh, look, it started up, but look at this. Uh-oh. There's a little, it's a little problem with the screen. It's a little noise over there. Something's messed up. I wonder what happens if I power it off, power it back on. I hope that's not permanent. That could be bad. Nope, started up fine without that. So, hey, look at that. That's a little bug, a little buggy. That's fun. You know, I don't mind it. I found it was actually a little distracting when I was using it at work. But, you know, if you just have the clock up, it's nice to have a clock right where you can see it, right? All down here, it's telling you like, hey, you have the caps key on, you have the num lock on, right? Your sound version, you're using wired. It's giving you all those information, right? Not that I need that all the time, but I don't mind it, right? This is the most subtle color, so this works for me in my office layout, right? So I don't mind it. At home, I can go a little crazier. You know, the Armenian family, they usually don't come in my office, so I can just be, it's just me alone in here, like alone forever until I die, right? I'm always going to be alone. So being alone like that, I can be as crazy as I want with color. I still tend to go with black, like my heart, but that's, you know, that's a personal choice. So this is actually a step up, I feel like, for Redragon, right? This is really generally good for the price point. The wireless is solid. The screen, it's not essential, but it works like advertised, right? If you're on a budget and you want a feature-loaded keyboard, $76.99, and I think right now I saw a 15% off on their website. So it's actually a great deal. It's a lot of fun to have this keyboard, and you know, for somebody who, you know, might work in a professional setting. I mean, if you work at all, like if you haven't got laid off because AI took your job at your previously lucrative, you know, big tech company, and now you're driving Uber and, you know, Amazon, you could bring this to that office if you still have that office, if you haven't lost the office because you got laid off, and it'll fit right in, right? And listen to those keys. Music to the ears. So I present to you the Redragon TerraFlare Pro keyboard for your consideration.